And we're ready.
Thank you. Okay, welcome to the regular meeting of Hamilton City Council, June 24th, 2026, a little after 6 o'clock. We're in City Council Chambers, 345 High Street in Hamilton. Do a roll call, please.
Moeller,
Present.
Smallwood,
Present.
Fear,
Present.
Vaughn,
Present.
Pullman,
Present.
Nab, Lauer.
Present.
We have a quorum.
Is there a motion to excuse Councilmember Tim Nab for reasons known to City Council?
So moved.
Second.
Motion by Councilmember Pullman, seconded by Councilmember Fear. All in favor, please say aye. Aye. Opposed, same sign. Hearing none, that motion is carried. Let's talk for a minute with Councilmember Tim Nab not being present. Can't think of an issue that's been being reviewed for 2+ years. And that would be agenda items 3 and 4, which is pending legislation involving marijuana dispensaries. And a lot of time's been put into this issue by planning department and other of our professionals. It's gone through ordinance review commission. It's gone through planning commission. So a lot of time's been put into it. And in my mind, I'm thinking myself right now, if I was a citizen, I don't want all 7 council members to be here for this particular topic. I think all 7 of us should hear each other, say whatever they want to say, and I think our citizens want all 7 people to be here. With that being said, any comment or discussion or kind of a motion anybody would want to make?
Mr. Mayor,
Councilmember Pullman.
I didn't know if we should do a prayer and the pledge first before we start the meeting.
Well, I've already rolled into that. We'll do prayer and pledge before special presentations.
Okay.
I'm not going to forget that because I got to do it.
And also on that note, with Tim being off tonight, unfortunately, I think it would be fair to have all 7 of us here to the city, and especially if there's a possibility of a 3-3 tie on this. We're just going to delay it again anyway. So I'll make a motion to table 3 and 4 until July 15th meeting.
Second.
Motion by Councilmember Pullman, second by Councilmember Lauer. Any further discussion on this particular motion?
Mr. Mayor,
Councilmember Vaughn.
so should we not have a quorum on the 15th, would we extend again? My concern is that certainly a lot of people have great interest in this. We have tossed it around for, almost 3 years now?
2+, yes.
2+ years, and we have a quorum tonight. So I think it's really important that this is voted on. I understand what you're saying. There could be a 3-3 tie, and we would have to go back and vote again. But out of fairness, I believe that there's, again, it's an important topic and great interest that we should vote
Tonight?
tonight.
Okay. All right, there's a motion and a second. Any other discussion? I just want to say that this council, I know, likes to hear each other, listen to what each other says, and then vote. 2+ years indicates how important this is, and that's why I'm saying I believe that all 7 of us should be here. Whether somebody discusses or speaks or not during that time, the opportunity is there for the citizens to hear how council members voted and what led them to vote in a certain way. So, anyone else prior to us having a roll call vote? Roll call vote on the motion to table, please.
Moeller,
Yes.
Smallwood,
No.
Fear,
Yes.
Vaughn,
No.
Pullman,
Yes.
Lauer.
Yes.
That motion is adopted 4-2.
Thank you. Now we're going to do offering a prayer, followed by the Pledge of Allegiance. Please stand if you are able. Almighty God guide our decision-making tonight, inside this room, outside of this room. Give us wisdom. Help us to think of others when we vote. And may you protect our very young, our senior citizens, our first responders, healthcare personnel, also our students who are out of school this summer. Amen. Pledge of allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
You. Now, you may see in special presentations what we've got up there right now. Hamilton Joe Nuxhall Day promotion and resolution. This resolution is currently agenda item number 7 that is in the agenda. We like to move that up. We've got some special guests here, and we want to make sure we do this truly the right way for an incredible human being. So, is there a motion that we move up the agenda to right now at this point of special presentations? Agenda item number 7, the resolution.
So moved.
Second.
Motion by Councilmember Fear, second by Councilmember Vaughn. We have to do a roll call vote, or is that a voice vote?
You can do it with Mr. Mayor.
All in favor, please say aye. Aye. Opposed, same sign. Hearing none, motion is carried. So, you want to read agenda item number 7 into the record, Mr. City Clerk, and then we'll proceed with it. Thanks.
Agenda item number 7, a resolution declaring July 30th each and every year as Hamilton Joe Nuxhall Day in the city of Hamilton, Ohio, in memory of the life, legacy, accomplishments, and community spirit of Joe Nuxhall.
Okay. We're going to have Nuxhall family come up here to the front. That's okay. And Tim Knapp, or Tim Spooster, excuse me, you want to come up here too? Is any part of your committee here besides yourself? Any other committee members here besides you, Tim? Any of your committee members here besides you? Okay. I can't think of anyone else we've ever done this for as far as each and every year for the future. For us, for those who follow us. So if they wanted to read about Joe Nuxhall, they would look up this resolution. That's going to be passed here on June 24th, 2026. I'm going to read it right now. Resolution declaring July 30th as Hamilton Joe Nuxhall Day in the city of Hamilton, Ohio, in memory of the life, legacy, accomplishments, and community spirit of Joe Nuxhall. Whereas Joseph Henry Nuxhall was born in Hamilton, Ohio on July 30th, 1928, and proudly spent his formative years in the city's historic North End neighborhood. He attended Hamilton City Schools, and whereas on June 10th, 1944, at the historic age of 15 years, 10 months, and 11 days, Joe Nuxhall made his debut with the Cincinnati Reds, after having been scouted by the Reds in 1943, cementing his place in baseball history as the youngest player ever to appear in a Major League Baseball game. And whereas following a distinguished 15-year playing career, Joe Nuxhall spent an additional 31 years as the iconic, beloved radio voice of the Cincinnati Reds, bringing joy to millions of listeners with his signature sign-off, rounding third and heading for home. And whereas throughout his life, Hamilton Joe never forgot his roots, consistently utilizing his platform to champion local causes, support youth athletics, provide for scholarships, and enrich the lives of the citizens of Butler County. Whereas the Joe Nuxhall Foundation continues to honor his legacy in many ways, including through the creation and maintenance of the Joe Nuxhall Miracle League fields, providing fully accessible, specialized baseball facilities for children and adults with physical and developmental disabilities. And whereas in June 2025, an Ohio historical marker was installed at L.J. Smith Park at the Nuxhall Ball Fields in Hamilton's North End neighborhood to permanently honor the historic site where Joe Nuxhall was scouted by the Cincinnati Reds in 1943 at 14 years of age. And whereas this year, on July 25th, community leaders, including 17 strong and North End residents, will be conducting a Hamilton Joe Nuxhall community event open to the public at the Nuxhall Ball Fields featuring baseball, softball, 1869 Red Stocking exhibition game, cookout, music, and other family activities. And organizers hope this event will be an annual event around the July 30th date each year to raise funds honoring Joe Nuxall and for his charities. And whereas the annual Nuxie Bash is also celebrated on a weekend around July 30th date as a major regional gathering to raise funds for specialized athletic training, community inclusion, and the Joe Nuxall Scholarship Fund for graduating high school seniors across Butler County. And whereas designating July 30th of each year as Hamilton Joe Nuxall Day directly aligns with his birthday and establishes a strategic multi-day window of celebration that connects these community events and others, while formally recognizing Joe Nuxall's lasting impact as an athlete, a humanitarian, and a symbol of pride for the city of Hamilton. And if it's all voted the way we all think it's all going to vote, now therefore be it resolved by the Council of the City of Hamilton, Ohio, that the City Council of the City of Hamilton hereby designates July 30th each year as Hamilton Joe Nuxall Day in recognition of his historic achievements and enduring philanthropic contribution to our community. That the citizens of Hamilton are encouraged to observe this day by celebrating local youth sports, supporting inclusive community programs, and embodying the spirit of charity and sportsmanship that Joe Nuxall modeled throughout his entire life. So that's going to be part of the records forever of the city of Hamilton, Ohio. I fully expect Fairfield to join in there. Probably every county and city in the village of Hamilton and whatever and Butler County should be doing this. There's an event coming up July 25th. Is it also the same date as the Nuxall Bash, probably? Saturday, possibly? No. Okay. There's a lot going on at Miracle Leagues, and I guess I don't know everything. There's a Miracle Series coming up. Okay. Well, we're going to vote on this in a second, but it's a little bit out of the agenda order. But instead of having other discussion, we want to hear from you folks. Okay? All right. I'm going to pass it to Kim.
Wow. It's hard not to get so overwhelmed. I'm the crying one of the family. Phil's right next to me, but how can you not? We're here 19 years after, it will be 19 years since his passing, and I just think how overwhelmed he would be. I know one thing he would say, he says you should have the baseball team in first instead of him. And right. He would absolutely been so proud of the Hamilton Baden Rams, but just can't thank Hamilton. I'm standing here because of all the great folks at Hamilton. Dad would say the same thing. Always said his roots were firmly planted in Hamilton, and the branches were out everywhere, Fairfield, Middletown, all around the greater Cincinnati. I think he spent his life giving back, and I think what feels so good is this is a way of people understanding how he felt about them. Things like this are happening still in his memory 19 years later. But on behalf of the family, I really am searching for the depth of gratitude. This is just so meaningful. Thank you. Thank you, Pat. I know Bonnie doesn't want to talk. Thank you all. We appreciate everyone. Thank you.
Tim, do you want to tell us a little bit about the July 25th event? You ready to do that now? Please?
Am I using my slides or not?
You can use some of your slides, yes.
Okay.
I got you. Maybe you already have some of them teed up.
You have a car show coming up this weekend too, don't you?
Yeah.
They're going to give me the clicker. I'm going to be in charge. Just a few mentions about how I came to this day and this spot. I work with a small group of individuals in the North End called NECA, Small Group of Nonprofit, and we were looking at things to get our kids to do, to have a good time, to learn, to get along, and to enjoy the game of baseball. And in our first efforts, we were introduced quite auspiciously to Kim and the Nuxall Foundation and the Reds Community Fund. And it happened to link very much in with the place that we were thinking of doing this, and that is at the North End Fields in Hamilton, which is located just beyond Heaton Avenue. It was there that Joe, of course, was discovered as a 14-year-old boy in the summer of 1943, and it seemed more than coincidental that we were trying to play ball on the very fields that Joe was there as a 14-year-old kid. So in the course of time, we have worked with the city to name the fields, the Joe Nuxhall Fields at L.J. Smith Park. We had a celebration to dedicate that in 2019. We wrote for and received a grant from the state of Ohio to put an Ohio historical marker at the site honoring Joe and the location of his discovery. So this is where we come in. Rounding third and headed for home. We started putting the kids on the ball field, and we were able to do that for 4 years. After a period of time, we did raise money to do the historical marker. And to just give you an idea, 3 of us from the North End worked on this. There was about 48 pages of documentation, and every word on the marker had to be referenced. And I think that we got into the word legacy versus something else, and I had to go document that somewhere in the history of Joe's background, the word describing his life as legacy was in print. Okay. So this is a picture of the marker. Again, the people of the North End raised the money, nearly $3,500. We were given money from the state of Ohio for $1,000 to help pay for the marker. We received a grant from the W.E. Smith Foundation to also help, and we raised enough money to pay the money to have this. So this is the first side, and we emphasize the rounding third as the first part of his life, talking about how he grew up in Hamilton and when he came to pitch for the Reds. Okay.
Tim, do you want me to get your slides? I'll advance it for you. I got you.
Oh, there it is. These are the Joe Nuxhall Fields at L.J. Smith Park. And if you haven't been out there, you really need to go out and see what a gem this is for the city of Hamilton. The marker is going to be located where that little blue spot is. Well, actually, that's where it is.
Let's go back.
Okay. You know, I had this all down pat before. I was going to be standing over there. So the next slide. And we're putting it right there behind field number 1. It'll be right at the intersection of Joe Nuxhall Boulevard and North 9th Street next. And we put it there because it's right behind home plate, but also gives it a point of view that coming up 9th that you'll be able to see this. Okay, next. Last summer we installed the markers. We had a private dedication, and on the 25th of July we will have a public dedication of the markers. And then as a place to have the markers, we designed a third baseline, next slide, to put a place for the marker. And if you could see that the curves at each end of this baseline here represent rounding third, and on the home base side, heading for home. We're trying to raise money for that. And this is your opportunity to scan that code and send in your dollars. On the July 25th, we're going to have the Joe Nuxhall Day. You can check on 17 Strong website or Facebook page, and you can also check on the Joe Nuxhall Day Facebook page. We're encouraging people to just come out and play ball for the fun of it. We're going to have the equipment there. Come out, bring your kids, bring your grandma. Because in the day when Joe was playing, everybody played baseball. There were church leagues, women's leagues. Every denomination of church was playing ball. and we just want you to come out and have a good time. Not for competition, not for to see if you could hit it the farthest, but to help your kids understand, play ball, have fun. And this is the scan code if you want information about the Nuxall Day. Now, in 1955, a tradition was started in Hamilton with the Hamilton Night at the Reds, and you can see this is the first celebration with Joe, his son Kim and Phil, his dad and mom. Kim wasn't born yet. Okay. Well, he's somewhere in the mix. Okay. And those golf clubs that he got, Carla's husband, Larry, is in possession of those golf clubs.
He's trying to give them back to your dad.
And in the day when we celebrated Hamilton Night, it seemed that about half the population of Hamilton went to the game.
Tim, that's my dad right next to Joe Nuxall.
Yeah. Yeah.
Tim, keep going. You're doing a good job, but you got 25 guys on dates tonight.
Okay.
Keep that in mind.
Okay, so
Great job, though.
on July 28th, we're going to have Hamilton Night at the Cincinnati Reds. They're playing the Cleveland Guardians. The tickets are $27. We can sit as a group. Part of the funds that are used to purchase the tickets will go to the fund that have the Nuxall Day celebration every day, and also to help pay for the site that we've just announced. Next slide. And there again, another scan code. And just as a matter of information, if we can sell up to 750 tickets, we can have an on-field presentation. I think it would be fitting that on this night, we could have a presentation to the Nuxall family and announce Joe Nuxall Day, but we need to sell enough tickets to do that. So please buy your tickets.
Tim, thank you for all your efforts in this. That says a lot right there. Wow. Please, the Joe Nuxall family, obviously, you're all like Joe. I mean, chips off the block, you know, because he was from Hamilton, and he'll always be our favorite son. He's Fairfield's favorite son too, I believe. He's everybody's favorite son. And I'm going to talk to Mayor Miller in Fairfield. I'm going to say, hey, look what we just did. So be prepared to do this again at Fairfield City Council. Now I got to get to the business of voting, correct? So if you guys want to have a seat, we're going to vote, and you can hear us.
Thank you.
Thanks, sir.
All right, so I think so far we moved the agenda item up. You've read it into the record. I read the entire resolution. Now we need a motion to approve, to vote on that resolution. Is that
Mr.
correct?
Mayor,
That's correct, sir. We need
Okay.
a motion to adopt the resolution.
All right.
can I make a comment first and then the
Well, how about a motion, a second, then we discuss.
Okay, how about motion that the resolution be adopted?
Okay. Motion by Councilmember Pullman, second by Councilmember Lauer. Discussion amongst council.
Mr. Mayor,
Please.
I read this right here. This is the memory of the life and legacy, accomplishment, and community spirit of Joe Nuxall, and that sits right there, all three of them. And it's they do tremendous things. I know my boy loves playing down at your fields, and you know we just have a lot of fun down there. And it's always great Friday night, and it's always great to see all the new things that are coming to the field. It's just it makes these special adults and kids like play like professionals down there. They feel like professionals. They get their names yelled and on the big screen. You guys do such a wonderful work for this community, and I always appreciate it. Thank you.
Anyone else?
Mr. Mayor,
Councilmember Lauer.
thank you guys for everything you do for the community. I think it is amazing of how you guys have carried on your father's legacy. I don't think there's many people that do that.
in the fashion that you have done, and you've had such success in all that you give to our students with special needs, our adults with special needs. What an amazing way to carry on your father's legacy. Thank you for everything you guys do.
Perfect.
Mayor,
Councilmember Fear.
he would definitely be proud of you guys. This is what he would want you to do, so thank you so much.
Vice Mayor Smallwood.
Nuxall family, thank you for being here. As the granddaughter, I won't say the favorite granddaughter, of Nick and Betty Lauer, I heard so many wonderful things about your parents, so it's just great to be here and witness this.
Anyone else? Let's say if there's a Mount Rushmore of character, philanthropy, and people who get it, one part of that Mount Rushmore would be the Nuxall family. And you folks get it. You know what's important, and you do it. It's out of love of your fellow man. Wow. Okay. Roll call vote.
Moeller.
Yes.
Smallwood.
Yes.
Fear.
Yes.
Vaughn.
Yes.
Pullman.
Yes.
Lauer.
Yes.
Resolution adopted, 6-0.
Okay. Now I go back to special presentations. Baden Rams Baseball State Championship recognition. You'll have them come on in. It is a baseball night. Okay.
You want us to stay here and hand it from there?
No, because this is, camera's on this way, so why don't you put some cheeks to it? We'll go to that wing over there. Keep squeezing, and maybe do another row.
Where are we going, back over here?
Yeah, go to a wing, that way,
I want to wait.
all right. Coach, you gotta follow me. Okay. Oh, thank you. How are we gonna do this? All right, I guess we're in the image for all of your photographs. Steve, you got this looking pretty good right now? Okay. I think you got everybody here, Coach. Yeah. That says a lot about your team. They play together on the field, and they're here to really hear our applause, proclamation, and certificates. So why don't you just tell us about this team?
Well, this team won 25 games in a row. We haven't lost a game in Ohio since, I don't know, March 30th.
Right.
So it's been a lot of fun.
I know you beat the likes of Moeller.
We did.
Crushed them, if I'm not mistaken.
It wasn't close.
LaSalle, you crushed him. Moeller, you crushed him. And you beat Elder as well, right?
We did.
That sounds like it's going to be like a culture where you're going to win every year against them.
Yeah, that's the plan.
Yeah.
We don't like losing.
And this group of guys, a lot of them have been on the ride for like 4 years, I guess, 3 or 4 years. So
Chandler was 4 years. Everybody else was 3 years at the state Final Four.
Well, I know the state championship game, I know Pullman's had a big crowd. Shooters had a big crowd. And after you guys had such a great lead, I got in the car and started driving home to pick up my dog. Make a long story short, I heard WMOH screaming to the radio, Rams win, Rams win, Rams win, bringing the state championship to London Road in Hamilton. And that's what you guys did. I mean, you had the, the resiliency, the character to say, okay, maybe we didn't get there last year, but we're going to get there this year. And also, it's a real testament to you. I mean, 30 years ago, you were the guy, right?
I was.
And you know, Joe Nuxall would really like this group. Their pitchers pitched complete games. I mean, the last 2 games were complete games, weren't they?
The semifinal was. The state finals was a team effort.
That was team effort. But I know Caleb Dreesen's was, right? I'm not sure where
Caleb
he even is.
Dreesen.
I'm not sure where, is that you? All right. I was up in Oxford watching that game. No, I wasn't in Oxford watching that game. You pitched in Oxford, didn't you? Okay. He's on the mound. I think he gets his first strikeout, and he starts pacing around behind the back of the mound. I mean, that was you, wasn't it? Yeah, you were psyched up, and you were getting, man. I mean, as a fan, it was just great for me to see you just show that enthusiasm and that excitement, and you pitched a really, really great game that day. Now, I'm going to read this proclamation, and each one of you guys are going to get certificates given to you by council members. But you guys did rock the entire city, that's for sure. And then we're going to ask some comments more from the coach. And is there a player spokesman who's going to be speaking for this team?
Chandler Taylor.
Man, if he can handle SEC baseball, he can do that. Come on, man. You're still going to Alabama, right? Okay. Office of the Mayor proclamation. Whereas Hamilton City Council and City Administration would like to recognize and congratulate the Baden Rams varsity baseball team for completing their dominant season and winning the Division III state championship title. And whereas the last time Baden celebrated the state baseball championship was in 1996, with Brian Treadway pitching victories in both the state semifinal and state championship game. Whereas 30 years later, Brian Treadway coached the Baden Rams varsity baseball team to win the Ohio Division III state championship. Whereas this baseball team is familiar with dominant performances in the Greater Catholic League Co-Ed Conference and with deep postseason appearances in the past 5 seasons. And whereas the Baden Rams returned this season with exceptional talent, commitment, and sportsmanship, determined to return and win the state championship. And whereas in doing so, the Rams completed their season with an overall record of 29-3,
Correct.
including wins over Moeller, LaSalle, and Eller. And it would have been St. X if it didn't rain. Is that right? Does it rain out? Man, they're going to take you off of their schedules.
They did.
Whereas, all right, wins over Moeller, LaSalle, and Elder, riding a 25-game winning streak, ranking first in their conference, first in the state of Ohio. It says 34th in the nation. I think these guys could beat 33 teams in front of them.
I agree.
This is a great interview, man. I'll tell you what. He just says it in a couple of words and is confident, and he's right. Whereas the team's success is a testament to the dedication of student athletes, the leadership and guidance of its coaches, and the unwavering support of families, school administrators, and the Baden High School community. And whereas the Rams have represented their school and the Hamilton community with pride, integrity, and perseverance, serving as an inspiration to young athletes and residents alike. Now, you got your coaches here. You got a coach here or two?
Coach
He's been
Kunkel.
around for a little while, I know.
He's unfiltered.
Say something unfiltered? All right. We have got certificates for each one of you guys, and I'm going to read one of them. I'm not going to read 35 of them, but you'll get the idea after I read this one, and then a council member will give you your certificate. City of Hamilton, Ohio. This is certified that Hudson Hyde, you. Nick, come on up here. Get out. Get away from me, man. Is awarded the certificate of recognition for completing the 2026 season with a dominant 29-3 record, 25-game win streak, ranking number 1 in the GCL Co-Ed Conference, number 34 in the nation, and the Division III Ohio State champions. Sent by myself as mayor, acknowledged by all members of council. Hudson, congratulations. Appreciate it. Okay, so that one goes to you. You can go backwards now. Now, I'm going to read off each player's name, and a council member is going to come up here and come up to the front and shake their hand and receive a certificate. And these are in some kind of hopeful order unless I shuffle the deck the wrong way. All right, first we got Brooks Treadway. Come on over here, and you're going to be given a proclamation or a certificate by Councilmember Eric Pullman.
I want to know what you feed these guys. My God, they're all, I feel short now. Hold on.
we'll take a look. Make sure it says Brooks Treadway on it. Does it? All right. Stay up here, man.
Okay,
Eli Wolpert.
that's mine too. There it is. Thank you, sir. Great watching.
Keegan Sawyer.
That's mine too. Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Some of these guys are playing right now.
Okay.
Cooper Angelo.
Mine too. He's playing. Yeah, he's playing too. There we go.
Chandler Taylor.
And I've got Chandler's, I believe. Alabama. We're all tied. Sorry. I know it's a lot, but I'm an Alabama fan.
You can say a few words in a minute about that. All right. Austin Vangen. Okay.
Thank you. Thanks, guys.
All right. Okay. Which one of you council members have got? That's probably you, Vice Mayor Small. You're probably next in line. Do you have Derek Ogden? Oh man.
Thank you.
Colton Emerson.
Congratulations, man. Oh, wait, you gotta sign for a picture for your I'll do it later, I guess.
Cooper Moore.
Cooper, do you have grown-ups? I do not. Coach Treadway will take all your pictures.
Jamie's got
Okay.
Cade Cummins.
I'll get his.
There you go. Oh man, he's going to be good in marketing when he makes the big leagues. That's for sure. He's Luke Campbell.
Congratulations, man.
Vincent Loggle.
There you go, Vince. Congratulations. Mayor Miller, I have one question.
Sure.
Here's the picture. It's a pop quiz. Are you ready? Pitchers, what is the most important pitch?
Strike.
No wonder you guys won.
That's right. You got that right. Hudson's got his already. Who's got the next stack of them? Councilmember Fear, do you have Dylan Andrews? No. I think I probably got it. All right.
We can take that one.
Dylan Andrews. Congratulations, man. Thank you. Well, thank you for bringing this town up and got it rocking. Is it Morgan Minges?
He's playing.
Man. Roman Domenico. All right, man. Congratulations. Great job. That is yours. Nick Vess. Florida. And Carson Lowe. All right. All right. Now go back to Bo Cheney. Probably. All right. Bo Cheney. How about Carson Sargent? All right. Jeremiah Carmella. Gage Maggard. Is he next? Braden Durheimer. Crew Brown. All right. Elliot Davis, is that who you've got, Joel? Reese Donges. That's a good family. That's a good Hamilton name around here. Donges. That's Brody Fear. Cooper Clay. Caleb Dreesen. Who do you have next? Is it Brody Greer? Okay. Brody Greer. Carson Niehaus. Nolan Edwards. Oh, we got a few more. No. All righty.
Bo Neal.
Yeah, Bo Neal. I got a few of them here. I got 3 of them. Bo Neal, Logan Carwish, Parker Young. All right. Let's just have you guys come out. Is Bo Neal here? Sure is. You can hold that one. Get a picture of that one. Your name's on that one too. No, you don't. This is for the trophy case at Baden High School. Logan Carwish, is he here? Parker Young. He's playing. Okay, does everybody up here have something right now, certificate of appreciation? Can't give this to you yet, man. It's going to be a trophy case. All right, Chandler, speak for your team here.
Really proud to be here, especially to represent Hamilton. You know, I'm not really from Hamilton. I know a lot of guys are, but it's a real pleasure because this community has been behind us for my 4 years I've been here. So it's really great representing, having the Baden across our chest, and really grateful to be here right now.
Where are you going to college?
University of Alabama.
Roll Tide.
Roll Tide.
Oh, yes. Uncovered, man. Uncovered.
I would just like to say that in '96, Brian won the final game. And in '26, his son was the winning pitcher in the final game also.
Wow.
So that's full circle. And I love all these kids to death. I feel like they're my grandsons. So that's all I got.
Who was the coach of that 1996 team?
Mark Mouse. Yeah.
Mr. Matt.
Yep. Very good coach.
All right, now you heard Chandler speak. Any of you other guys want to speak? Like one more guy want to talk? All right. He's going to start pacing and doing this and that, but you're going to Miami University to pitch, is that right?
I just want to thank the Hamilton community. Yeah, this team's really good. If you couldn't tell by the 30-3 record or 29-3, whatever it is. But even the guys that didn't play, like, they're all amazing and great teammates, and they brought the energy to every game. And thank you to everybody who watched the game, both of them actually. But yeah, thank you guys.
Did you hear us talk about Joe Nuxall and what he accomplished? He was younger than all you guys. I mean, that's how special Joe Nuxall was, and he loved Hamilton. And you think Joe Nuxall would have liked these guys, Kim?
Proud of them.
There you go. There you go.
First thing on the air that night at the ball game. That's awesome.
Any parting words?
No, just very proud to represent Hamilton, proud to represent Baden High School, go to school in Hamilton, and we felt the love up there from everywhere, and really enjoyed seeing the pictures and videos from Shooters and Pullmans and the other places. So we definitely felt the support. We appreciate you guys honoring us here tonight at City Council, and just proud to live here.
I'm going to put our city manager on the spot. Now, we got these entryway signs in our city, and I think we do have some state champions on those entryway signs. And worthy champions.
Consider done.
There you go. So, how's that? Perfect. All right. Thanks a lot, you guys. Good luck. Good job speaking. Thank you. another great team to recognize. That's our Public Works team, Top 50 Fleet Award. And who's coming up here for that? Dan, Chris, Ken?
Wow, what a night of celebration. Last but not least, we wanted to come up and officially announce that our outstanding fleet is top 50 fleet in the nation for the 4th year in a row, 23, 24, 25, and now 26. And it's all due to that fabulous team you see in that picture there. The team of mechanics we have are just absolutely outstanding. They're bar none. We have world-class individuals. They're just above and beyond. They can fix anything on the planet. We do it for other communities, and I couldn't be more proud of them. So I brought a few of them with us tonight for any questions and stuff that you have. I'd rather have you hear from them. You see my face way too often, and they're the experts at this. So I brought a few of them for you to chat with if you'd like to talk with them a little bit. Maddie Watkins and Devin put together an awesome video. Some of you probably already seen it, but it's phenomenal and it's way better than my words. So we'd like to show that. It's a little, about maybe a 4 or 5 minute video that they put together, but we'd like to showcase that because they did an excellent job putting it together and talking to some of these guys about it. So go ahead and roll that.
Well, I think it just shows the kind of commitment that our technicians put forth. I mean, we learned about this a few years ago, decided to apply for it. Now this is our 4th consecutive year winning it. It's a testament not only to what these guys do on a daily basis. The software that we have that tracks all this information. What the city allows us to do down here to make sure we stay on top of our game. So it's always been a good thing over the last few years. We continue to get better.
As far as the camaraderie goes, any place I've ever worked, I've never had better camaraderie because we have older technicians that know everything about all the equipment and the different pieces of equipment. We have younger technicians, but they seem to always come together when they need to make sure for the better purpose of fixing the equipment to get it done. And we have lunch together, and just our closeness. We're one of the few departments that we don't really leave this building, so we stay here all day. I mean, we spend 8 to 10 hours a day with each other. You go home and you spend that much time with your family, then you sleep. So a third of our time is really spent with our working core group. And I think it shows that we all get along well by the productivity that goes on here. I'm really happy that I'm in a department that works like this because coming to work when you want to get things done is very important. And I think everyone in here, from the top of management in this building all the way down to the last person. It's just a great group of people.
We meet monthly, just separately. We just go up to the front of the conference room every 3rd Monday. We just see what technicians are needing out here, what's going on around the city, what I can help provide them. We start talking about budget processes. What are we looking for in the future? What are some things that we need to get rid of? Maybe that's no longer necessary. I mean, even today we're putting in a new lift to help our PM guys doing oil changes. So again, it's looking at things that's going to make us more efficient as we go along. And I'm on the floor every single day talking to somebody out here. So, we're not isolated. We're all one big team. And whether it's me as a manager, Dan as the director, Craig as the superintendent, or these guys out here, we all have a conversation to keep this stuff going good. I just think we got a phenomenal fleet of technicians. I mean, these guys are highly skilled. They put the effort forward. The city allows them to advance their training as they see fit. And it fits into the newer stuff that we're getting into. Whether it's the hybrid cars, whether it's the electric vehicles. It's not so much mechanical as it is more technical nowadays. So these guys got to stay on top of their game, and the tools require that. It's not just a hammer and a wrench and a socket anymore. It's scan tools. It's all this other kind of stuff that gets very expensive too. So again, with the city allowing the budget that we get, we always ask for more to try to stay up to date. So hopefully that continues. But again, these guys are highly skilled, and I couldn't do this job without them. And you know, they tell me what they want, and then I bring it to the people, and we try to get what they need.
So we started submitting our information that they wanted, and the first time I think we submitted it, we came back as a top 50 fleet, not realizing we was at that level, but we knew we were doing well, but not a top 50 fleet the next year and then the next year. So we kind of look at it as every year at the top 50 fleet, they do like a recognition to the #1 fleet. Everyone else, like the top 20 is recognized, and then you have a top 50. So we kind of look at it as we've won like 3 pennants or 3 division championships, but we're looking for the Super Bowl. We want #1 is what we're looking for. So, and the guys work hard trying to achieve that goal.
See, and I wasn't that way better than a presentation, so.
Well, those banners look great up there, those championship banners.
There's another one coming. We have Chris Haynes and Kenny Callahan and John Johnson here. They're part of our team of experts, so anything you want to say to them or any questions you have for them?
Thank you, but you want to say anything to us?
Well, you know, again, just what we said in the video, you know, we got a team of 10 mechanics down there that are highly skilled, and the city's blessed to have them. I mean, you know, with some of them being very new and some of them being very seasoned. I mean, our senior mechanic's got 28 years here in the city, has 42 ASE certifications. You know, you don't find that anywhere, probably in the country, you know. But again, he's somebody who's going to mentor those other ones, and I think that's what's building this relationship that we have down there, and the team building exercises we do, and the things that goes on in Fleet. They enjoy coming to work. They enjoy the challenges we have with the multitude of vehicles because of the departments that we have, and not a lot of cities have. You know, the 5 enterprise funds. You know, so we have that. And which requires a lot of vehicles. So they enjoy it, and we're proud of it. And like I say, hopefully next year the Super Bowl comes around. So we'll keep working at it.
Ken?
I just want to say we seen Baden High School win a state championship. We're looking to win the Super Bowl.
Thompson, you want to say anything at all? I'm good. Okay. You know, you compare it to Baden, I mean, they've got a culture of excellence, and we got a culture of excellence over multiple years now, and you're going to make that Super Bowl. There's no doubt about that. Now, a lot of what we do in town is it's in-house. We're doing in-house work for our city vehicles, so it's not being sent out, independent contracted or anything like that. It's in-house work. It saves our taxpayers, saves our city money. Is that right?
Absolutely. If you would see during a snow event, some of the things the technicians do. I'm sorry. If you would see during a snow event, some of the things the technicians do to keep a truck on the road, to plow snow, to put down salt, you would be amazed. I mean, we run single wires for a switch to keep a blower motor on because basically the components are melted or they got too hot because the truck's been running like 20 hours in a row. But they figure out a way to keep it on the road for the citizens and to make sure that the streets are clean for the emergency services.
Mr. Mayor.
City Manager, please.
Just want to acknowledge to that point, so much of what we do for our community depends on these vehicles. So from our police, our fire, public safety, to public works, to all our utility vehicles, without the cars, the trucks and equipment to provide those services, you know, we just can't get the job done. So it starts with you guys, and we appreciate having such a top-notch group prepared and standing behind everything that happens. Thank you, guys.
Anything you want to say, or any other guys, or Edwin? I mean,
You know, just to give you an idea, you know, we have approximately, between all the assets we have in the city, whether it's a chainsaw, a street saw, a fire truck, an ambulance, a dump truck, we got almost 1,100 pieces of equipment. Okay, so it takes those 10 guys to maintain those 1,100 pieces of equipment. So, and it's a variety of things. I mean, I think the oldest vehicle we have is a 1985, and all the way up to 2020. So, well, we've got a 1931 fire truck parked somewhere, but you know, we got a 1985 Chevy pickup truck out there too. So, But again, it's a multitude of all kind of things that we have that these guys are blessed to have the skills that can maintain any of that stuff. So again, we got a great team, and we'll keep pushing them, and they'll keep pushing us to get them the stuff that they need, and we'll always be successful here in the city. So appreciate it.
And their interest in getting the ASC certification says a lot about them as well.
Thank you.
Please.
Congratulations again. Thank you for being here. As someone who has no idea how to, I called my husband and was like, which of these gas things am I supposed to click on? I have no idea what I'm doing. So I'm very thankful that we have the skills and expertise within your department, and I will definitely be rooting for you guys when you go to the Super Bowl.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Mr. Mayor. Hey, Kenny, I just want to say I have witnessed you guys in the middle of a bad snowstorm out on the road, and when trucks come limping in, and the jobs that you do so quickly to get them back on the road is amazing work, and all of our citizens owe you a great thank you.
Appreciate it. Thank you, guys.
Mr. Mayor,
Councilmember Pullman.
as a guy in the same boat that you are, that owned a auto repair business, and I understand what you do, what you have to go through, and the stuff that breaks down and how you have to fix it to get it going. I really appreciate that. I would love to have your team in my shop. So we're very fortunate to have such a good grade of technicians. I don't say mechanics anymore because you're not mechanics, you're technicians. And it's a hard job. It's a hard enough job working on this stuff, and it's harder when you have all the electronics on it. So great job. Keep it up. We got a lot of confidence in you, because guys like you is why the city gets your streets plowed and everything correctly.
You should see pictures of all the wiring that goes into the police vehicles that the guys are doing. I mean,
That's amazing.
it's unbelievable. It's like more spaghetti than you've seen, and they know where everything goes and how to fix it every time it breaks.
Until somebody sits here and pulls an engine apart and sees all these wires they put in this stuff, you just have no idea. It's crazy. But yeah, I lived it quite a bit, and you guys got it worse with all the emergency lights. So great job. Just keep it up.
And to your point, I mean, we tackled one of the biggest storms we've had in years, decades this year. Those trucks ran never stopped, because we just kept rotating crews through there for 56 hours, running constant. We had to put fresh people in there, but the trucks never got a break. And we don't have the luxury to have that many spares, because as everything's, escalating, those vehicles are almost $250,000 a piece now to buy those plow trucks. And so they kept them rolling, and we didn't skip a beat. I mean, it's phenomenal.
It's an amazing feat when you have a big snow plow in front of them, and the truck's having trouble cooling down, and that thing runs that long, and you can keep it cool. You guys have done a heck of a job. And I know a lot of people don't understand that, but I understand that very much about what you guys, I plowed snow before, and I've overheated vehicles. So I know, and I didn't run as long as you guys did, so good job.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And it takes care of special presentations. We go to audience of citizens. Individuals who wish to make comments may speak during this part of the agenda. Reserve the right to speak when the item is up for vote. On the council floor, all individuals who intend to address City Council are required to fill out this public speaking book audience sheet. Each speaker is allowed up to 5 minutes. Kyle Boomersheim, if you want to come to the podium, give us your name and your address, please.
Hi, my name is Kyle Boomersheim. I live at 900 Hooven Avenue. It's in Lindenwold. It's 45015. Okay, so let me preface this. I love Hamilton. I really do. I could have bought a house anywhere, but I moved back into my high school bedroom for 2 years so I could restore a historic home. I did all the work myself, and I wouldn't do that if I didn't love Hamilton. But now that I said that, I do have some complaints. So I got a letter in December of 2025 that said sections of the sidewalk needed to be replaced or repaired. I could either do the work myself or hire someone to do the work or allow the city to do the work. The letter came with a pricing guide, and I called the engineering department, and they didn't have any idea what I was talking about. They had to make some phone calls and put me on hold. They weren't able to give me an estimate, even though the pamphlet you sent me said that as soon as you guys hire someone, or so as soon as someone gets the bid, they will be able to give me an exact amount. So they advised me, or I was trying to get other quotes so I can make an informed decision about what's the cheapest for me. So obviously they didn't give me a quote because they said that they didn't have it or something. But they advised me I needed to get it done ASAP by someone else if I choose that, because the guy they're doing it will be there in 2 months. I asked them if they could tell me which sections need to be repaired and if they need to be replaced or entirely or just cut, which is significantly cheaper than replacing the entire section. So I was informed that the section should be marked, unless it's marked in invisible ink. The markings aren't there. The letter that I got said there are 10 sections that need to be repaired, but I don't see anything but a handful of sections that obviously look like they do need to be repaired, and there's no remotely, similar markings or identical markings on any of the sidewalks around my house. This is from 2 weeks ago. I've still not heard anything. She said that she would send someone out to remark them. And I said, well, in order to get an estimate, I need to know exactly what's happening with these 10 sections. Is it going to have to be repaired completely or is it cut? Because that's going to affect the price. She told me that basically they're just going to come out and mark it. They're not going to knock on my door. They're not going to talk to me. They're not going to explain, which really doesn't help me at all. So how am I supposed to make an informed decision on what's the most cost-effective company to repair the sidewalk while the pertinent details regarding the repair is being withheld from me? I feel like I'm being strong-armed to pay the city to do this because it just seems like everyone's dragging their feet would tell me exactly what needs to be done. I know that it's my responsibility to do it, and I'm trying to do that, but no one can tell me exactly what needs to be done with these 10 sections. Between when I bought my house in 2022 to today, my mortgage went from $875 a month to nearly $1,100 a month. It's not a secret that the economy isn't great right now. The cost of everything is going up. These are just rhetorical questions. I don't really need an answer. Has the city considered that now might not be the best time to go looking for $880,000 worth of work to be done and billed to the same families that are struggling to buy gas and feed their families? Furthermore, where is this initiative to be proactive about safety when it comes to repairing potholes or adding sidewalks to certain areas in Lindenwold so people don't have to walk in the street? So after I get the invoice, if I choose to have the city do it, I have 30 days to pay it, or it will be added to my property taxes and paid back over 5 years with interest. I'm already paying to fix this sidewalk. Do you really need to make a profit off of me? I just don't understand why I'm getting charged interest. Especially since with the recent changes to the agreement between the City of Hamilton and Spooky Nook, it makes me feel like Spooky Nook is being extended every courtesy possible, but the same courtesy is not being given to the residents of Hamilton. This feels like a money grab, considering if the city were in such dire straits, that they need to collect interest from me. Why would they agree to pause the interest payments by Spooky Nook for several years? The amount of interest that would be collected from this sidewalk repair is negligible compared to the amount of interest from Spooky Nook that would have been suspended over several years. What are the proper channels to go through so we can take a vote and suspend the interest and allow me to invest it into myself? Not to mention, I think it's a conflict of interest on monies used to pay the bill for the repairs that the city independently decided were needed. It's like saying if you're wearing a gray shirt, you have to pay the city $5 and then requiring everyone to wear a gray shirt. So I later get a letter in the mail that states that the city will be planting a tree in the tree lawn. It wasn't a request, it was just a heads up. There's already a tree in the tree lawn next to my house, which I believe is the cause of the sidewalks needing to be repaired. However, there is an empty lot across the street from my house that doesn't have anything in the tree lawn. The city maintains this space. Why wasn't it decided to put the tree there? Okay. Oh, that's really it.
Okay, all right, I want to respond without it being a dialogue.
Okay.
Because I think your goal is to get some answers.
Right? Yeah.
Okay. All right, I don't know if you got a notice about the border revisions. Is that something that you probably would have gotten, saying, come to a public meeting where we can discuss that type of sidewalk assessment?
Yeah, but I knew that it was my responsibility to do it. So it's okay. There was no...
Well, I'm one of the folks who goes out and takes a look at sidewalks, and usually there's a white dot. You see some white dots.
So
sometimes they get
Yeah, so there are, I can see some, but I can't, like, there's supposed to be 10 of them. So, and that's what I was confused about, is like, I know, like, I can see some, but they're not in the same spot, they're not the same diameter.
Well, let's connect you with somebody in the city, might be end up being a Pat Yingling or somebody like that, who could go out and meet you at your residence and show you which ones were required based upon the cracking or the tripping, the ADA requirements, and that type of, and Dave, you by chance have Pat Ewing's number or anything like that? Edwin does. Will you talk to Mr. Boomerstein?
I guess, so is there going to be time to do that? Because that was 2 weeks ago.
Well,
and
let's
so,
just do this. You're going to be talking to the executive director of infrastructure, who can give you the names of people to talk to. It might just be one name.
Okay.
But somebody can meet you at your residence and then be able to go over that with you. The actual extension of the 5 years to pay actually helps out most citizens, because they're getting 5 years to pay something which probably your independent contractor want to get paid right away. So I think Mr. Edwin Porter can talk to you, and you'll get some of your answers, not all of them.
yeah, that's fine.
Okay? All right, he's the man right behind you.
Thanks so much.
Okay, thank you. Hey, Tim Spoonster already spoke. I've got Justin. I'm not quite sure what the last name is. Is there a Justin out there still? Springdale, Ohio. Want to talk about dispensaries? Okay. Logan. Is Logan still here? Hi.
Logan Shreve, 614 North Dick Avenue. I was here the last time the marijuana was brought up, as you all know. Man, half the discussion doesn't matter since it was tabled till July 15th. Essentially, the points are still the same. The economics bringing to Hamilton would be great. The engagement would be fantastic. All of our residents that do engage in this fully legal activity are just going to other communities to purchase this. This isn't causing an issue for them. I can't imagine it's going to be a problem for us, except all this new tax money that we're scared of. That guy had some fun points, though. I liked his thing. Yeah, money on the table. I've never taken the full 5 minutes. I don't intend to start now. The only thing I had other than that, unrelated to the marijuana bill, was I work with a museum in Springdale, Ohio called the Wheels of Time, that we have a large telecommunications section. And I've currently been trying to plot where all the remaining payphones are in Hamilton. There's not many. The ones that are there don't work. There's some down off of Route 4 in front of the Cove Motel or whatever. There's some, whatever, on the north side of town. And there's 2 in this building. Those 2 don't work. Just curious who's responsible for maintaining those. The one has a dial tone, but you can't put coins in. The other one has nothing. Again, not a very pressing issue, but a small interest of mine. That's all I got. So.
City side or county side, do you know?
Upstairs.
Okay, is it on the other side of the escalator or on this side of the escalator?
Probably the other side.
I think it's out by
That's really cool. We split the building like that.
Well, I'll tell you what, we're going to have a, where is it, little session. We're going to find it and check the dial tone, I guess, ringtone.
Yeah, the taller one has a ringtone, but you can't put quarters in, which is unfortunate because, I travel the country extensively. And, whenever I'm somewhere, I like to find payphones. Just in New York, did the same thing. Good stuff. Again, dumb hobby. But thank you for your time.
Okay.
I'll see you guys July 15th, and fingers crossed there's 7 of you.
Thank you, Logan. Thank you. That takes care of all of our audience of citizens. We now go to the caucus agenda, consent agenda. That includes all staff reports, all caucus reports, information report, the May 2026 finance report, and also the May 2026 investment report. We're going to go into the committee of the whole, where City Council may ask questions, provide direction, or comment on various reports, speaking with our city professionals. I'll accept the motion that the regular meeting be recessed and the committee of the whole take place.
So moved.
Second.
By Councilmember Fear, second by Vice Mayor Smallwood. All in favor, please say aye. Aye. Opposed, same sign. Hearing none, that motion is carried. At 7:13, we now go into the caucus agenda, and Mr. City Clerk, will you read them into the record and start the meeting?
Yes, sir. We'll have two presentations on our caucus agenda. The first item is related to our annual tax budget for 2027. That will be presented by our Finance Director, Mr. Dave Jones.
Good evening, Mayor, members of council. This is the annual 2027 tax budget. There will be a public hearing on July 15th, a resolution for council to consider on that date, and it is a required annual submission to the county auditor and county budget commission by July 20th of each year. There you go. So the purpose of the tax budget is city council's in charge of the appropriations. That's us spending money. The county budget commission, they look at our revenue, our available fund balances, and they certify to us how much we can spend. So we submit this to the county budget commission by July 20th of each year, and they'll certify back to us by September 1st of the amount of money that's available to be appropriated. The county budget commission consists of the auditor, the treasurer, and the prosecutor. And they're also responsible to make sure that all tax levies are allocated property. And it can get a little complicated with GO debt, and this does not apply to us, but GO debt has to be issued inside the 10 mil unvoted levies. And if we could not pay the GO debt, then the county auditor could assess that to the taxes so that the GO debt could be paid. Here's the controls. We submit the tax budget. The budget commission reviews it. They supply us with the certification. And then during September or October, we're doing the appropriations. We're doing finance committee meetings. And that's where council can, appropriate the money. But the available resources, which is the carryover fund balance and the projected revenues, have to be greater than or equal to the expenditures or the appropriations. Again, the public hearing is the 15th. At the city council meeting, we'll have access to the tax budget 10 days before the public hearing. It'll be on the website. You can email me at the email address up on the screen or up on Facebook, or you can call the phone number 513-785-7170 for anybody that's interested in looking at it. Any questions?
Thank you, Dave.
Yep.
Next, we'll have a presentation regarding amending our stormwater management system and in our codified ordinances, and there'll be a presentation by our Director of Engineering, Mr. Alan Messer.
Good evening, Mayor, members of council. Working on a new battery here for the clicker. So thank you for having me here tonight. I wanted to introduce Jason Lee, who's our stormwater engineer, has been for about a year and a half. Did the bulk of the work here with this stormwater ordinance updates. Why these are needed: the city of Hamilton is what's considered a municipal separate storm sewer system. And that means that our storm sewers are different than our sanitary sewers. We have two different pipes in the street. So the stormwater, rainwater from houses, drains, goes down one. Stuff from your tub, toilets, goes down another. Each has a separate permit, and those are permitted by the Ohio EPA. So we have to abide by certain EPA federal and state EPA requirements. That's one reason for this update. The other is to increase our enforcement measures and abatements. I'm going to speak about this. The bulk of this is policy that we're basically putting into an ordinance. We have two existing chapters that cover stormwater, 929 and 1197, which is improvements. Those say that the owner must essentially be responsible for the proper maintenance of the stormwater facility and the functioning of it according to its design. However, it's not clear what happens if they don't. maintain it in such a way. So what we're proposing is to strengthen the ordinances to make it clear what happens if a property owner doesn't abide. And what we're talking about here is large properties, an acre or more of a project, not individual property owners, homeowners and such. And this gives us the ability then, if it's under construction and they're doing what they need to do, we can do a stop work order or even pull their permit. If it's post-construction, it's a stormwater basin and they're not maintaining it properly, and after repeated notifications, we can have Public Works go in and essentially fix the problem and then charge the property owner. We also added a chapter. This was more policy than ordinance on illicit discharge, and that's essentially pollution, preventing pollution that goes into our streams. With that, are there any questions on this?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And that concludes our presentations.
I'll accept the motion that the committee of the whole be closed.
So moved.
Second.
Motion by Councilmember Fear, second by Councilmember Vaughn. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Hearing none, that motion is carried at 7:20. I'll accept the motion that the regular meeting be reconvened.
So moved. Second.
Motion by Councilmember Pullman, second by Councilmember Lauer. Roll call vote on that motion, please.
Moeller.
Yes.
Smallwood.
Yes.
Fear.
Yes.
Vaughn.
Yes.
Pullman.
Yes.
Lauer.
Yes.
Motion adopted, 6-0.
Adopted at 7:20. Accept the motion this time.
Mr. Mayor,
Councilmember Pullman.
make a motion that with the exception of the items so noted, council receive the reports of the consent agenda and concur in the recommendations.
Motion by Councilmember Pullman, second by Vice Mayor Smallwood. All in favor, please say aye. Aye. Opposed, same sign. Hearing none, that motion is carried at 7:20. Now accept the motion. Open council actions.
Mr. Mayor,
Councilmember Pullman.
make a motion. I move that a note be made upon the minutes that each member of council was furnished a printed copy of each item of legislation prior to its being considered at this meeting.
Second.
First by Councilmember Pullman, second by Councilmember Vaughn. All in favor, please say aye. Aye. Opposed, same sign. Hearing none, carried at 7:21. 3 and 4 we have tabled. We go to new legislation. Then item number 5, to raise an emergency ordinance involving the Assessment Equalization Board involving the Special Improvement District.
An emergency ordinance establishing the Assessment Equalization Board pertaining to the extension and expansion of the Hamilton Central Business Special Improvement District, appointing 3 members thereto, and setting the time and place for a hearing in accordance with the applicable Ohio Revised Code provisions and declaring an emergency, first of 2 readings.
Mr. Mayor,
Councilmember Vaughn.
I move that the rules be suspended and said ordinance be read a second time by its title.
Second.
Motion by Councilmember Vaughn, second by Councilmember Lauer. Roll call vote on that motion, please.
Moeller.
Yes.
Smallwood.
Yes.
Fear.
Yes.
Vaughn.
Yes.
Pullman.
Yes.
Lauer.
Yes.
Motion adopted, 6-0.
Second reading of the emergency ordinance, please.
An emergency ordinance establishing the Assessment Equalization Board pertaining to the extension and expansion of the Hamilton Central Business Special Improvement District, appointing 3 members thereto, and setting the time and place for a hearing in accordance with the applicable Ohio Revised Code provisions and declaring an emergency, second reading.
Mr. Mayor,
Councilmember Vaughn.
I move the ordinance be adopted.
Second.
Motion by Councilmember Vaughn, second by Councilmember Lauer. Any discussion on this emergency ordinance? Hearing none, roll call vote.
Moeller.
Yes.
Smallwood.
Yes.
Fear.
Yes.
Vaughn.
Yes.
Pullman.
Yes.
Lauer.
Yes.
Ordinance adopted, 6-0.
To agenda item number 6, resolution involving the Medicaid Administrative Claiming Program.
A resolution authorizing an agreement and certain renewal agreements between the City of Hamilton, Ohio, and the Ohio Department of Health relative to the City Health Department's participation in the Medicaid Administrative Claiming Program, and authorizing and directing the city manager to execute all documents necessary to accept and receive said grant funds.
Mr. Mayor,
Councilmember Lauer.
I'd like to make a motion that the resolution be adopted.
Second.
Motion by Councilmember Lauer, second by Councilmember Fear. Discussion on this resolution. Hearing none, roll call vote, please.
Moeller.
Yes.
Smallwood.
Yes.
Fear.
Yes.
Vaughn.
Yes.
Pullman.
Yes.
Lauer.
Yes.
Resolution adopted, 6-0.
Audience, the city manager.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. First, I'd like to acknowledge and thank representatives of the Butler County Finance Authority that are here tonight at our meeting, including President Joshua Smith and Board Member Rob Weil. The BCFA has been an integral part of a number of recent economic development projects and are actively assisting us on future projects. So we appreciate their support and thank them for being here tonight. I'd also like to revisit an issue that was recently discussed at council, and that involved e-bikes and scooters and e-motorcycles. Hamilton Police Department has produced a very detailed video, including 2 police officers who have a bicycle, an e-bike, an e-motorcycle, just helping educate folks about what they are, and giving information that everyone should have before you buy one, before you ride one, about what's legal, what's not legal, what equipment, safety equipment is required, including helmets, depending on exactly what it is that's being purchased. So I encourage folks to go take a look at that. I know they've been out pushing the education and enforcement part of this. There's been a number of stops all across the town, but most notably in our downtown business district for folks that are riding on the sidewalk. So just encourage people, again, get information before you buy, before you ride. It's very important. Their officers are out there helping keep everyone safe. So thank you to HPD. Thank you, Mayor.
I just want to say that traffic enforcement right now, I see officers not just on Main and High Street. I see them in some neighborhoods where there is some speeding going on. And also the e-bikes, that enforcement, it's making a difference. It's making a really great impact, so thank you. Audience of City Council. Anyone?
Mr. Mayor.
Vice Mayor Smallwood.
Thanks, Joel. I just wanted to bring everyone's attention that June is National Immigrant Heritage Month. So I just wanted to take some time to recognize that and recognize our communities that have helped to shape not only our nation, but of course our local community here. We're fortunate enough to have residents whose roots trace back to various countries and cultures from all around the world. I want to also take a moment to congratulate the organizers for the recent Juneteenth event that was held. And that was a great opportunity to celebrate history and culture and community while bringing all of our Hamiltonians together. And then looking ahead, the Hamilton Hispanic Heritage Festival will be in September. And that will also celebrate a variety of rich traditions and cultures from those communities. And while September is still a couple months away, the Hispanic Heritage Festival is having various events for fundraising purposes. So if you go to their Facebook page, you can see how you can support their initiative and their festival. And I'm sure we'll talk about it again as September gets closer. Thank you.
Thank you. Councilmember Lauer.
Yes. Mr. Pullman and myself had the opportunity to golf in the Boys and Girls Club outing this last week. It was a great event, well run. I would encourage anybody to get more involved. We did not fare so well. Mr. Pullman got a little heavy as I was carrying him through most of the match.
See, he had to go there.
But it was a great time.
I
It
had
was
a bad
great
day
cause.
golfing.
It was a great cause.
Yes.
I really enjoyed it.
He just has to go.
I look forward to golfing with Eric next year.
I don't know. You hit a ball good. You know, you hit a ball far. We just can't find it. It's a. All right. Mr. Mayor.
Yes, please.
Okay, I'm gonna be back on Joe, I knew you were gonna do that, but I appreciate it. But I gotta go back on a little bit of a serious side. I wanna go back a couple weeks and talk about a newspaper article that Eric Schwartzberg wrote and some comments that Vice Mayor had in there. And it's not to say anything bad about you. I just think we had a lot of bad feedback on it and undeserved feedback. Eric, your article was to the point, explained everything that was going on with Spooky Nook. You and I know that 65 to 75% of people just read headlines and they don't read the story, which is terrible for you because you write a good story and you want people to read it. And we know that people will forward those headlines, and of course it gets out in the Facebook community and it goes wild. And I heard it had a whole bunch of bad press. But I want to say something about Spooky Nook, just to clarify some things. Spooky Nook, first of all, was before Susan and I and Joel and Vice Mayor got on council. I think it was Carla and Pat and Tim Nab. They've been there since the inception of it. We came in, and that's the first thing Susan and I did when we came in. We flew to Lancaster, Pennsylvania. Joshua flew us there, and we had a lot of questions, and we asked a lot of questions. I think we wore Joshua out sometimes. I mean, there was a lot of long nights, but it took 10 years, I think, to do the capital stack on this. This was a big project. And people, came up to me and said, I guess, you guys just hand people money and stuff. And I think some of your comments were taken wrong, but that's not what we did. We were worried about this city. We were worried about when Susan and I came in, pretty much right when it was getting hot. We had to ask a lot of tough questions, and there was times I came home, told my wife, I said, geez, I thought this was a part-time job. But we worked a lot of long hours. Every bit of this capital stack went to council. Every bit of it was transparent. Every bit of it was voted on. So there was a lot of comments that came up to me on this, and it still is just a deferred payment right now, and the payoff time is the same time. So I just wanted to clarify that. And then also about small business. I am a small businessman. I've been in the business for 42 years, had my own business for 22 years. I was Businessman of the Year 2016, if that really matters, but it gives me a little bit of credibility about small business. I understand I'm passionate about small business as you are on there, but there's small businesses that come and go, and unfortunately some of them come out and think that you can open up the doors and people will come in. There's a lot of work to being a small business, guys, a lot of long nights, and you have to have a business plan, just like Spooky Nook had a business plan to come in to get something for the city. And the city does have some offerings, but it's not something the city's going to come out to the small business people and say, here's what we have. You have to have a good business plan come out, and you can come up to this kiosk up here or this desk up here, and that was put in for the reason to say, hey, I'm a small business, this is what I want to do. And we can direct you to what that is. And you're on the CIC, which is a great community involvement corporation I was on for 6 years. They do a lot of stuff for small businesses. But the best advice I can ever give a small business in this town as a business owner, you can't just open a store and wait for people. You need to network. You need to market. The city is there to help you, but sometimes it's hard to get that answer out of the desk. The best thing you can do as a small business, I hope people that are listening, is go to this man right here, Dan Bates, for the Hamilton Chamber of Commerce. This man knows everything about this city. We're darn lucky to have somebody that is passionate for small business. I can't remember what it was when you started, but I don't even know how many members you got. 300 plus now, or 1,000? I don't even know, Dan. You've done such a good job. But for a small fee a year, these small businesses, if you want the city to help you, go to Dan Bates, go to the Hamilton Chamber of Commerce, and for a small fee, you don't just have Dan Bates, you got a whole team out here. And you got a whole team that's going to help you succeed the best they can. He'll get you the answers. And you don't have time, a lot of time, to go try to seek these answers out yourself. So do yourself a favor. I'm sorry, the city is not the ones running the small businesses out. I'm sorry. We care a lot about them. There are no special favors that I have seen in here. We all have to have a business plan. And Spooky Nook was just a larger one, but the small business plans mean just as much to us. But the thing is, you got to have that plan, okay? You can't just say, city didn't give me anything. So I think that's clarification that I saw on Facebook and some of your comments. And sometimes you'll get used to it when you comment. It gets crazy sometimes, and I'm not a big Facebook fan. So I think most people know that, and they'll probably, the keyboard activist tonight will probably light me up tonight on it anyway. So somebody let me know what they say. But it's, I just wanted to clarify that. We have a good council. We have very transparent council. The biggest thing is we have a great administration that takes care of this town. So we're very fortunate. And, you know, bottom line is we're the only city in Butler County that has grown. If you read that article, we're the only city. And we did that because of stuff that our ex-city manager hiding back there did, and now what Craig is doing, continuing to do. So do yourself a favor, find your resources through our local organizations, and don't listen to all the bad rumors out there. Thank you.
I want to add one thing to what you said, Councilmember Pullman. Use the Chamber of Commerce as a resource, but also use the city as a resource. Contact the planning department before you start investing money, before you start saying, you know, I want to put this here or that here. See what zoning allows you to do at your location, and use the city as a resource. It's just better to do it before you start investing all your money.
Absolutely.
Not after you've.
And you can join the Chamber of Commerce and have him help you with that before you start a business. But or even talk to him and get the advice. And I'm plugging you, Dan, because I know you do a good job with that, and you'll talk to anybody on this. So. And I see a lot of new businesses coming in, and you're right, Mayor, we have a lot of resources here. But hopefully they'll hear this advice and come out and see you, okay, and come in and talk to our city.
Anyone else on council? I want to say America 250 celebrations, they continue. July 4th, parade, concert, fireworks, and it is all on July the 4th. I still believe that committee is reviewing applications for the parade itself. Also look for time capsule suggestion boxes so you can be heard about what you want to be having in the next time capsule. Last thing I want to say is there was a marriage today between Anne Marie Seeley, Kevin Algle from Casual Pint, where you can get a port. They got married today. Did not. I officiated the wedding though, but I did not have any part of the celebration. I had no.
Sounds like it.
Did not. Chris Haynes is my witness because he was there too. They got married today, but they're at the Reds game right now. She's wearing her wedding dress, and he's in the suit that he wore at the wedding. And they're the diamond seats. So if you want to take a look at the Reds game, maybe when you get home or watch the replay, hopefully they'll at least be on a kiss cam. If not, there's some kiss cam conspiracy going on as to why they wouldn't put two people in kiss cam who are wearing the same outfit that they got married. So congratulations to them. Anne Marie, of course, runs Casual Pint, does a great job, understands what business partnerships are all about. So that's all I've got. Anybody else? Okay, executive session.
There's a request, Mr. Mayor, for two reasons. The first, to consider confidential information related to the marketing plans, specific business strategy, or personal financial statements of an applicant for economic development assistance. And secondly, to consider the appointment, employment, dismissal, discipline, promotion, demotion, or compensation of a public employee or official.
Thank you for adding number 2. Is there a motion that the executive session is necessary to protect the interest of the applicant or the possible investment or expenditure of public funds to be made in connection with the economic development project?
So moved.
Motion by Councilmember Pullman, second by Vice Mayor Smallwood. Roll call vote on that motion, please.
Moeller.
Yes.
Smallwood.
Yes.
Fear.
Yes.
Vaughn.
Yes.
Pullman.
Yes.
Lauer.
Yes.
Motion adopted, 6-0.
And that's adopted at 7:38. Is there a motion that council go into executive session for the stated purposes given by the city manager?
So moved.
Second.
Motion by Councilmember Bond, second by Councilmember Lauer. Roll call vote on that. Vote, please.
Moeller.
Yes.
Smallwood.
Yes.
Fear.
Yes.
Vaughn.
Yes.
Pullman.
Yes.
Lauer.
Yes.
Motion adopted, 6-0.
Adopted also at 7:38. We're going to go in executive session. We'll come out of executive session only to adjourn the regular meeting. Thank you for being here.